If you love what we do, then please consider supporting CryptFail on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show.
Where are we?
In a library.
Yep.
The
book.
I knew that.
The book we have stolen is floating about a foot above the ground. Cipher wanted to get on it, and Terrence told her no, so she's pouting about that.
Yes.
And we have to get out of here.
Yeah, we need to leave because we're still in that crazy circular room.
Yep.
And we were heading towards the stairs again.
Yeah.
Are we pushing it past the sleeping guard?
I don't think we're to them yet. Unless we can just get there. Oh, yeah, the map. Why did I completely forget there was a map?
It's a pity Terrence couldn't actually just, like, cast a portal through a wall.
I guess. But this is better than carrying it, Cipher.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's a wall right there. It's just easily, isn't it just like, put up some symbols around, draw your Archie shape on the wall, and you can just run through it?
I mean, that's something I would want to test before, trying to put living people I care about through.
What's the worst that could happen? What, end up in a different dimension? Or
I think the worst that could happen is you get chopped in half.
Or we could end up in a different dimension that is actually space and has no air.
Or has evil squids.
Yeah, there's that too. That is a very real place. We found that out recently.
Well, you don't know how not to get there, though, right?
No.
I don't think that was discovered in any of that weirdness.
We found out how to banish something. Like, I banished a weird bauble back to that dimension, which was fun, but that's it.
We can't teleport. We can't do that. Let's walk. Let's go.
Alright. Who's pushing the book?
Well, Terrence's. It seemed like it's... He can walk about a foot and a half away from it before the spell he's cast on it, like, pulls it towards him. It's kind of like a tether.
Oh, neat.
Yep.
Alright.
Shall we?
So Cipher
Yes.
sort of darts forward to the room with the 3 guards.
Wren will follow Cipher.
Terrence is following cautiously because he has no idea what you guys are sneaking about for. Room with 3 guards is something he did not encounter, so he has no idea what's going on right now.
Didn't you find us?
He did encounter it because the 3 stone guards.
Yeah, you found us with the unconscious guards.
He found you with 1 unconscious guard, and he was concerned that you killed the guy.
And 3
He's
stone
too afraid
people.
to check. And 3 stone people? Those used to be people. What the hell did you do?
What?
Cipher, those are just statues. They're not guards.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Oh.
So there's only 1 guard.
And you may have killed him. I didn't check. I don't want to know.
She said he's just asleep.
Okay,
He's
let's
in
leave.
a deep slumber.
Well, let's leave him to that.
He's
go.
gonna feel awfully refreshed when he wakes up.
I'm sure he'll thank us for that, except not because he doesn't know who we are, I hope.
Should I leave my calling card for him?
No, definitely not. It's going to be fun enough that he thinks that us, like, I can't remember what you 2 look like. I know that Terrence looks like an electrocuted clown, but what do you 2 look like?
A girl?
Cipher has cat whiskers on, but Wren's looking normal.
She's drawn cat whiskers on her face with a permanent marker.
Yeah.
Oh, I was kind of hoping any description of us would sound like a fever dream.
No, it would just be...
That's what I remember what Cipher looks like normally, but I wanted to know what our, like,
just be like, I saw 2 girls and 1 had cat whiskers. That would be it.
Oh, she's probably just wearing jeans and like a long sleeve shirt.
Okay, no leaving calling cards.
And
Just
cat
leaving.
earphones. Wait, did I draw whiskers on the guard?
You're not. No drawing whiskers on the guard.
Terrence has walked up to the door and he's like, I'm gonna open this now. What, Cipher?
She's like, that guard there, or it's behind that door there.
Uh-huh. And?
What?
Well, open at your own risk.
Well,
Terrence pushes the door open.
just be careful.
Is there anyone in the hall? Down
There is
below,
no
on the
one
stairs?
that you can see. You can still hear the game.
Terrence is just going to saunter back over to the room in which they entered through.
Yeah?
Saunter?
Or- yeah. Casual, kind of confident walk. Wren's gonna follow cautiously.
Cipher needs to look up this term.
Cipher needs to look up a term that popped into her head when she saw how Terrence was walking.
Looking. Oh.
That looks like a saunter. Huh, I wonder what that means.
To work in a slow, relaxed manner.
What, Cipher?
Yes, that's what I'm doing, Cipher. Come on.
Okay. Cypher's following. She's still pouting too. She keeps looking back at the
Terrence.
sleeping guard.
Probably can't see him anymore.
Nope.
Look, you have so many opportunities in your life to draw cat whiskers on people who won't, like, arrest you if they wake up.
She's still pouting.
Terrence will open the door to the room they need to go through if there's no obstacles. And he will continue until he gets to the exit door if there's no obstacles.
You return to the Gurge.
Oh, yes, the Gurge.
Damn it!
Alright, the Gurge. I finally made it.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so did I. That's so good.
Alright. Terrence will go up to the door and he'll hear the rain outside, and then he'll pause and he'll look back at the book and go, shit.
Wait, what?
Oh.
It's raining outside?
What are we gonna... Yeah, it's been raining this whole time, don't you remember?
It's absolutely pouring.
What are we gonna do with this book? I guess if we could find, like, plastic garbage bags or something, we could wrap it up.
Oh, you could shrink
Do you
it?
have, like, a maintenance cupboard anywhere?
Here, I'm gonna try and cast a deflection spell on it. Kind of like you would cast on books to keep the dust off, but for rain specifically.
Alright, well, if that doesn't work, I will go look for garbage bags.
And, it does work. Terrence
Ooh, nice.
draws, like, a quick circle with very minimal symbols around it, and he activates it, and this light shimmering dome kind of appears over the book briefly that you can see, and then it kind of fades until you can't see it anymore, but it's still there.
Careful, because there were 2 guards outside when we came in, and the book's a little hard to explain if they see us.
There were 2 guards? How did we get in so easily if there were 2 guards?
When it started raining, they kind of went and stood under like an awning at the front door, and they stopped patrolling around the building because I guess they don't like rain.
Oh. Well,
But I don't know if they stayed doing that the whole time.
you want to peek your head out and give a look?
Yeah.
I'll go look.
Yeah. Oh, go look or just put your head out and look?
And she's looking a little bit confused. Pouts.
Like, are you
Looks a
going to
bit-
go out there and, like, run around the building? Because don't do that.
Okay, so you don't want me to run around the building. What if
No.
I go over to the buildings over there yonder? And she points off into the distance across the street.
Which is funny
do what?
because the door is currently still closed. Where are you pointing exactly?
Across the distance, straight through those doors. I can see my.
Okay,
It's
and
it's
do
in my
what
head.
exactly?
And she's pointing to a temple.
All right, you're gonna leave, go across to some other buildings, and do what?
Let you know that the coast is clear.
And how are you gonna let us know?
Well, if I had a flashlight, I could
cell
just flash you.
phones. To be fair, cell phones. You could send us a text message.
Okay.
We have
What
the
was Cypher's
technology.
suggestion?
Flashlight. She's gonna flash us.
From a distance across the street in the pouring rain.
I mean,
Oh,
shining a
man.
flashlight would get attention.
So would flashing us, I think.
Terry, do you think it's a good idea for Cipher to go off alone?
I mean,
Oh, come
worst case
on now.
scenario, she draws attention from us. So
And gets arrested, and then what do we do? Lone Star was
She's pretty
close
quick.
by.
Oh right, Lone Star. Let's not take too many risks. Is the building over yonder through there on doors and walls by any chance the Lone Star building we passed on the way here?
It was a squad car, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a car.
Let's not do that.
It wasn't a Lone Star building.
Cypher goes and
Those-
stands right next to the car of Lone Star people and calls us, and it's like, it's fine.
It starts turning on her light on the phone, holding it up.
Bring out the stolen book. Coast is clear.
Like, as if I would do that.
Okay, just be careful.
Okay. I'll try.
Thank you.
Now.
Now?
Oh, was this door alarmed, actually? Or did I disalarm it?
It doesn't
all
look
I
freaked
remember
out
is
to
We
some
me.
came in
joke
the-
when I said it wasn't alarmed that it looked pretty chill or
Okay.
something.
So is it a roller door, or is it just like
It's
a
a
normal
roller
door? Or
Like if it was
roller
good.
door.
There is a door entrance and a roller door for vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We came in through the door entrance, I believe.
Yeah, because it's quieter.
Alright, Cipher's at the door. She opens it up slightly, pulls her backpack around to her front. So she's wearing it in reverse and looks outside. Is there any guards?
No, there is no guards.
But it's pouring down rain.
Thanks to Terry, yes.
Yes, that was Terry's doing.
Cipher's going to dart across to the... Oh, it's a big, grassy area before reaching the street, isn't it?
Yes.
Well,
Yep.
we were standing around under trees and stuff.
Yep, so she's just going to run
Okay.
straight across over to the other side of the street. Do you want me to
You
make
can
a roll? or
roll
anything
me
like that?
a white.
Ooh. Huh.
Interesting. That's
Yes.
W, isn't it?
Yep. Just.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't like the sound of that. Okay.
That was an ominous okay.
One white.
Yep. We don't know what that means.
She gets the other
Good
side
luck,
of the street,
Cipher.
I'm assuming. She's absolutely drenched. And she turns around. She looks for like an awning that
Yep,
she can
you
stand
find
under.
one.
Yep. She looks back. Is there any guards that she can see?
None that you can see.
Okay. All right. She keys into her phone and sends a message to Wren.
Who receives the message and turns to Terry. She says she can't see any guards, but she says to be careful because it's raining.
Terrence rolls his eyes at that. He's like, alright, I want to go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's
She
go.
says there's no guards. There's no guards. He rummages around in his bag for a second and he pulls out a bottle and he's like, if there is any guards or if there's any trouble, I'm going to throw this at them.
And then we run?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Let's go.
And
Ron's
what he's pulled out of his bag is just like a glass. I don't know what to call it. It's one of those like, you know, those heckin' glass jars with like the
A
round
vial?
bottom and the little, yeah, kind of like a vial, but it's not a straight vial. It's one of those bulbous vials.
Huh. Okay.
It's got pink liquid inside. It's all swirly and shit.
Ren's gonna head out into the rain and just walk towards where Cipher is. Well, not walk, I guess. Run.
So who's pushing the book?
Terry
Terrence
said it.
is following behind Wren pretty closely. He's not running per se, but he is like walking fast with a long stride.
Okay, one of you can roll me a wet.
Becca, do you want to or do you want me to?
I can roll it.
Okay, go for it.
Don't like our chances, but I will not
I'm
rule.
sorry.
Shit.
Well, huh.
Okay, you get over to where Cipher is, or where you're heading, if you weren't going to where Cipher was.
I was going to where Cipher is.
Okay. Terrence was just following Wren, so.
So we're all where Cipher is. Including Cipher.
Now, how far away is where Cipher is from where Terrence parked the car?
I don't think it was that far. Wasn't it like just like a parked at a coffee shop that was like a 5-minute walk from where the trees were or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cipher is absolutely shivering. She's cold. She's
All right, let's go
hugging
to the car.
her bag.
Let's
Cypher's
head to
gonna
the
get
car.
sick again.
Terrence is gonna look around because he feels like all this is too easy. Can he try to perceive presences?
Perceive presents.
Presents?
It's not Christmas yet, Cipher.
No, I want like basically looking around skeptically, not thinking that it's as easy as it seemed.
You can do a perception check.
Cypher's running off towards the car.
Yeah, Ren's following Cipher.
How difficult is my perception check?
Not very, really.
1 or 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 2 because it's raining.
And you see 3 Warforged standing on a building.
Ruled by a goblin.
No, but you do perceive something.
You don't see anyone.
Ah,
Alright.
you don't perceive any.
Terrence is following after Wren and Cipher. And if nothing happens, he'll get the book into the trunk of the car. Once they get there.
And we'll get in the car.
Well, knowing that Cipher would end up at the car first, she's like, would be trying to find somewhere that's at least, has some cover, because she's probably pretty drenched about now.
Is she trying to crawl under the car? Because Terrence would have locked it.
Crawl under the car.
If she tries that, Ren's gonna stop her.
She's looking at the water going into the drains, and no, that would be illogical.
Okay. Terry is gonna be here in a second and unlock the car. Just hang on.
Oh, Christ. I could break the window. I just...
Terrence gets there and he's like, if you break my car, I'm gonna be so mad. Though, if you want to, install some kind of technical, I don't know, whatever you need to do to get a fob to unlock the car from a distance, you can do that.
Cipher gets a big grin on her face as, this light bulb appears above her head. And she's sort of, jumping up and down.
Okay, get in the car, Cipher. You can
Alright.
continue thinking about it, but get out of the rain.
Then she crawls into the back seat.
Yeah, Ren's getting in too.
Terrence finishes putting the book in the trunk and then he gets in as well. And he sits there for a bit and he's looking around. Because he still doesn't trust how easy that felt.
What are you looking for?
Cypher's
For something
typing away on
so
her laptop.
precious. It was incredibly easy to steal.
That is true. We haven't actually really had any jobs that have gone this well, have we?
Who is the buyer?
It was a troll who liked history?
Alright, better question. Where were we bringing the book once we got it?
We have to get it to Jake, and I guess we meet him at Cornerstones?
To Cornerstones, then. I don't necessarily trust the situation enough to take it back home first.
Yeah, let's just go to Cornerstones.
Alright. And, Terrence will start up the car. And he'll head to Cornerstones.
So, did you want a remote-controlled car central locking system with a three-phase backup system and security? I could also program it to drive to come collect this.
I like driving, Cipher. I don't need the car to be the Batmobile. A regular fob locking system is fine.
What's a Batmobile?
We'll add that to the list of media we need to make you consume someday. I forget what else was on it.
I mean, I thought you would have heard of it. There's like this rich guy called Bruce Wayne, and he has this entire giant supercomputer in a secret cave basement under his house.
Wait,
all the technical
Cipher,
gadgets.
didn't you make a joke when you put the guy's name as Guess Wayne that sounded like the weird brother of Bruce Wayne or something?
You have no proof.
I remember it. That's
And
the
recording.
proof. And we
the
have proof
proof that
because
it's
recorded.
recorded.
Wait, what? You've been recording every conversation that we've been
No,
having?
Craig failed.
No.
How dare you?
Oh, goodness. Selective amnesia.
So I can set up a car alarm with it as well. It's pretty easy to install. Could probably, set up so it's got a range of about what? Is 500 meters be okay? A kilometer?
A column.
Install some shock sensors in that door, that door.
Why would you ever want to unlock your car when you're a kilometer away from it?
Oh, I could put up and make it so that it's smartphone capable as well. So you could actually plug your phone into it. And then download all sorts of information like travel time, fuel mileage, tire pressure. But then I've got to get sensors for the tire pressures. I could download, create an app so you could actually control the car via your phone.
I don't want to control the car via my phone. I like driving, Cipher.
But then if I set up a system that's going to be a kilometer, I'm going to have to figure out some sort of encryption. Okay, she's looking down at her laptop again.
Do not make my car self-driving, Cipher. Under any circumstances.
But shock sensors
No.
are okay? No?
What are shock sensors?
They detect... Yes. You
No,
said
go
something?
ahead.
No?
Go
Yes?
I was just gonna say, look, I don't know anything about cars. I'm going to sleep. Tell me when we're at Cornerstones.
Terrence is taking a weird and convoluted route to Cornerstones, so we have some time to talk about this. What the heck are shock sensors? Is that like you touch the car door and it electrocutes the ever-living shit out of whoever didn't unlock it first?
Wow, what a great idea. I could do that, certainly.
I'm gonna say please don't, because I forget to unlock the car first all the time.
A shock sensor is there if someone tries to break into the car. Then the alarm goes off. It's not as in it shocks the intruder, but I guess they could get shocked, if they get a high-pitched scream or noise, or you could probably set it up with a magic spell.
It's not a bad idea to have an alarm on the car.
Considering how unique the car is, Terrence,
What about its uniqueness?
is there many like this in the city?
Probably not. I just said an alarm is a good idea. I don't understand.
So, an alarm?
Well, like the alarm that's set off by somebody trying to break into it is a good idea.
Aye, cool. Okay.
Just don't make it self-driving.
Okay. But I'll set up so it automatically warns you on your phone.
That sounds good.
Oh, I could also set up little cameras so you can see what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, I could set up cameras in the front too. Oh, and then in the rear. Oh, and sound detectors. Oh, I could also set up a security system whereby if someone does actually break into it, it could release tear gas inside.
Or instead of tear gassing the inside of the car, We could just set it so that if somebody actually manages to break in, that it just won't start.
Cipher, can you do
an option.
any of that with 5,000 credits, which is how much we're getting if we get paid?
No, I would be able to, I think, find a way to maybe source the parts somehow. She's like got a really innocent looking look on her face at the moment.
Yeah. You wouldn't need help with that, would you?
Help with what?
Nothing.
I might have some stuff laying around from my time when I used to boost a few cars in my day. Back in the olden days.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Back when she was a wee lass.
When I was a wee lass,
foot
exactly
tall.
right.
She was 6 years old and stole cars. I'm gonna go back to pretending to be asleep.
What? I wasn't stealing cars when I was 6 years old. What kind of criminal do you think I am, Wren?
I don't know. What kind of criminal are you?
I wasn't breastfed as a criminal. If that's what you're thinking.
Alright. And if there's no issues and Terrence doesn't see anyone following them, he'll pull up to the parking area of Cornerstones.
Alright.
And get out of the car.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you had the heat turned on the maximum all the way.
Why?
Well, 'cause
Cypher's freezing.
It's like, what, 6 degrees outside and it's pissing down rain.
It is December.
Have you ever been in an old car with the heat turned up all the way? It's a good way to, like, fry yourself. Maybe half.
Cipher, when we get in, you can get some coffee or something to warm up.
Well, if your car's overheating that much with the internal heater, I could put in maybe a...
It's not overheating. It's just taking the heat source directly from the engine, so the engine
Not the engine, it's taking
hot.
it from...
We can talk more about cars later. Why don't we go inside and Cipher, we can get you something to warm up.
Thanks, Lynn. And she
Come
closes
on.
the laptop and puts it in her backpack. She's still drenched.
Yeah, we all are, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry. I think I wet your back seat.
I think
It'll
all
dry
the
out, it's
seats
fine.
are wet. Let's go inside. Wren's heading inside.
Terrence is getting the book out of the trunk. And he scoots it into the inside of Cornerstones.
Look, Lambie, you've got some new goblin workers in here.
I certainly do. And Lambie now, is it?
Well, you know I've never met these guys. So tell me their names and then I'll know who's here.
Oh, I'll tell you their names, but you know goblins have very peculiar names.
You mean funny names?
Strange names. Pet names like Gorbeam,
His brother Dan.
Dan Beam,
And their French cousin.
French.
Light.
Oh, Light Beam. Alright. We have out front who's on coffee, what's on bar, I don't know is on cocktails.
Well, that's what I want to find out.
I say who's on coffee, what's on bar, I don't know is on cocktails.
Are you the manager?
Yes?
You're going to be the floor manager too?
Yes.
And you don't know these fellas' names?
Well, I should.
Well then, who's on coffee?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on coffee.
Who?
The coffee barista.
Who?
The guy making...
Who is on coffee?
I'm asking you who's on coffee.
That's the goblin's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who.
Yes.
Look. You got a coffee barista?
Certainly.
Who's making the coffee?
That's right.
When you pay off the coffee barista every month, who gets the money?
Yes, exactly.
All I'm trying to find out is the fellow's name that makes the coffee.
Who?
The guy that gets the coffee is who?
That's right.
Who gets the money?
He does. Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. You look confused.
Look, all I want to know is when you signed up the coffee barista, how did he sign his name?
Who?
The guy.
That's how he signs it.
How does he sign? Who?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what the guy's name making the coffee.
No, what is on bar?
I'm not asking who's on bar.
Who's on coffee?
One drink station at a time.
Well, don't change the workers around. You'll confuse Cipher.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy, Jake.
I'm only asking you, who's the guy making coffee?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
What's the guy's name that makes the coffee?
No, what is on the bar?
I'm not asking you who's on the bar.
Who is on coffee?
I don't know.
He's on cocktails. We're not talking about him.
How did I get on cocktails?
Well, you mentioned his name.
If I mentioned the cocktail worker's name, who did I say is making cocktails?
No, who's making coffee?
What's on coffee?
What's on bar?
I don't know.
He's on cocktails.
There I go, back on cocktails again.
All right.
Just stay on cocktails for a moment and don't get off.
What do you want to know?
Now, who's making cocktails?
Why do you insist on putting who on cocktails?
What am I putting on cocktails?
No, what is on the bar?
You don't want who in the bar?
Who is on coffee?
I don't know.
Cocktails.
Okay, this ain't working. Did you add kitchen stuff?
Sure.
The cook's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask.
Well, I'm telling you.
Then tell me who's the cook.
Who's making coffee?
I'm not. Stay out of the bar. I want to know what's the guy that's the cook.
No, what is on the
I'm
bar?
not asking you who's on the bar.
Who's on coffee?
I don't know.
Cocktails.
The cook's name.
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's prep.
Look, you got a waiter here?
Sure.
What's the waiter's name?
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow are you going to tell me who's the waiter?
I'm telling you now. Now listen. Who is not waiting?
I'll buy you a season pass to Fortnite with Cipher if you say who's on coffee one more time. I want to know what the waiter's name.
What's on bar?
I don't know.
Cocktails.
Got a cashier?
Certainly.
The cashier's name.
Today.
Today and tomorrow's waiting.
Now you've got it.
All I've got is a couple of days. You know, I was a great cashier too.
So you keep telling me, Jake.
I get behind the front to do some fancy and creative accounting. Tomorrow's waiting and a heavy spender comes in. Now the heavy spender comes over and I talk him into a coffee while he's waiting for tomorrow to get a table. And me, being a good cashier, I'm going to pass the order to the coffee section. So I give it to her.
Now that's the first damn thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's all you have to do.
Is to give the order to the coffee section.
Yes.
Now who's got it?
Naturally.
If I give the order to the coffee section, somebody's got to get it. Now who has it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
Natural. So I get the order and I give it to Natural.
No, you don't. You give the order to who?
Natural.
That's different.
That's what I said.
You're not saying it right.
I give the order to Natural.
You give it to who?
Natural.
That's it.
That's what I said.
You ask me.
I give the order to who?
Natural.
Now you ask me.
You give the order to who?
Natural. Same as you. Same as you. Big spender puts the order in. I give the coffee order to who? Who passes the beer order to what? What gives the cocktail order to I don't know? I don't know gets it all back tomorrow, triple play. The dinner is being prepped because. Why? I don't know. He's on cocktails.
That's it.
You're doing my head in, mate. Never thought I'd prefer a conversation with damn elf.
And Lambert and Jake have just finished some sort of debate they've been having about...
About what?
Who's working the coffee?
What are you debating about?
Oh.
Oh no.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh goodness.
And he walks over. Your boyfriend's a nut job. Why are you all wet?
It's raining.
Lots of rain.
Was it raining here outside of
I hope not.
Cornerstones?
Wasn't it a localized? I don't know if Terry created rain over all of Seattle.
I think it was specifically localized at, yeah. I would hope.
I mean, we'd be impressed if Terry made it rain all over Seattle.
Uh-huh.
The western seaboard?
It rains,
Lambert.
it rains for
Flooding.
3 weeks.
Flooding.
Flooding.
It rains so much it flooded.
Hey, Lambert. Is who still on
Yeah.
coffee? Alright, can you somehow convince him to make it not as strong as it usually is and, get us all a pot going,
I
possibly?
can do that.
Yes. Yes,
Thank you.
please.
Don't you bloody start. I've been having this damn conversation with him for 5 minutes. It's ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
All I wanted to know was who was on coffee.
Yeah.
Who is
exactly.
on coffee, and what isn't ridiculous? He's very nice.
Uh-huh.
You lot are doing my head in. Did you get the book?
Oh. Yes.
No, this is a different
Why would you
book.
get a different book?
We didn't.
I'm being sarcastic, Jake. This job was really
Didn't I
easy.
say it would be really easy?
What's
Did
the
I not
catch?
say this would be
Yeah.
a really easy
Yeah.
job? Jake says this would be
You-
a really easy job. It means it's going to be a really easy
You
job.
said that. You said
Yeah,
that.
but
and
you
that's-
also can't tell the difference between who and what, so...
and people, when people say jobs are easy, usually that means we almost die. So
Should I have said there's a bunch of mass vigilantes waiting to shoot you then? Would that have put you more at ease?
Well, it would have put us more at ease if you told us about Lone Star being...
I didn't know Lone Star was going to be there.
In fairness,
were.
Lone Star technically wasn't there. They were like
What?
tucked down the street.
yeah, they were at the library, but they were close to it.
Well, it's not like they were visiting the library.
Oh, we don't know
we
what they
don't
were
know
doing.
what they were doing.
We don't want to be anywhere near them.
Well, we didn't see him in the library.
Well, no, they weren't in the. We hope they weren't in the library, Cipher.
They're very unsympathetic people.
Yeah.
No kidding. Alright, well, here's the book. And, Terrence kind of nudges the floating thing towards Jake.
Who pushes it around for a bit. And he takes out his phone and sends a text.
Oh my god, I can't imagine Jake having a phone.
He does. He has to.
This is me, the character. Or me, the character. Jesus, not me, the character. This is me, the player.
No, I know.
Just.
You know what's worse than me having a phone? And this is me, Jake, telling you. Me having your number.
It's a good thing you don't have Terrence's number.
I was gonna say, you don't have
Lambert?
Tara's number.
Lambert, don't. Please, for the love of God, no.
He's holding a coffee pot and looking confused. What have I done?
Nothing.
Well, you haven't done anything yet, but you didn't give Jake my number, right?
Would I be in trouble if I
Right?
did?
Oh no.
Lambert.
Because if the answer's yes, I'd say I'm saying no.
Would it be a lie?
One Lambert always tells the truth, and one Lambert always lies.
Well, there's only one, so, and are both simultaneously true.
Maybe.
Huh.
Terrence turns to who? Is he lying? This is my revenge. You have to come up with a voice for who.
I don't know.
In fairness, though, it's only a phone number. It's not like that you couldn't filter out any, incoming phone calls.
Yeah, you could just block his number if he texts you.
I mean, I can set it up. I mean, if you just give it to me now, I can just plug it in and...
Maybe wait till he pays us, though.
Or to see if he's really as obnoxious on the phone as in real life.
You have to ask.
Does he send as many emojis as Cipher?
Probably not as many emojis, but there's probably.
Like, Terrence is running through his mind of the kind of texts he gets from Cipher, and he's wondering if Jake can really be worse.
Challenge
Alright,
accepted.
So, book is here. book is here, job is done.
Your payment will be here soon.
Okay.
Okay. Terrence walks over to Lambert to help with the coffee. He's like, seriously? You just giving out my number to other guys now?
No.
You know you're going to be in more trouble if you lie to me, right? You doing it anyway.
Not necessarily.
Huh?
Yes?
Waiting patiently for Adam and or Cipher.
Who has Cipher
Cypher's
sent
just
this to?
texted Ren.
Yeah, Cipher, I know you're cold. You could just say that to me. The coffee's almost here. Do you need my sweater?
I think I need a separate change of clothes.
I guess I shouldn't give you my sweater because it's also wet.
Terrence comes back to the girls with coffees for them, and he's like, I think I have a couple sweaters that I can grab that I've left here.
Yeah? Cipher
hang
thinks
on.
she needs an
But-
entirely new set of clothes. Someone
Old
at least
man
get her a
sweaters
blanket.
tend to be itchy, don't they?
What?
Last time you tried to lend Cipher a sweater, we had to do a switch where she wore mine and I wore yours because it was green.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, also, the last time I tried to lend anybody sweaters, neither of them were made of wool. What do you mean, itchy?
Maybe we should just, grab her a blanket.
Terrence looks over his shoulder. You okay with sacrificing one of your throw blankets for this? Lambert?
Will I be in trouble if I say yes?
Wait, huh?
Okay, you're not in trouble at all. I'm just heckling
Okay.
you. Why are you so worried about being in trouble?
I'm cold, Lambert.
Are there any blankets or anything anywhere we can just cover Cipher with so she doesn't freeze solid?
And he gets a blanket, goes over, wraps her up in it, picks her up, walks over, and sticks her next to a vent.
Perfect. Excellent.
You can see her sort of moving about underneath the blanket next to the vent.
If you assumed that she's been wrapped up entirely, you can't see her head.
Which is kind of how he's done. He's almost tied her in there like a rug, like a rolled up rug.
Oh, well, she's trapped. Okay.
He thinks she's safer that way.
She's been...
Probably fair.
And he's
The
folded the
coffee's
top
ready.
so that if she's too annoying, he can flip the top over and it'll go over her face, so she'll be completely covered.
She's gonna have trouble drinking coffee now.
What is that noise? Do you have mice? I keep hearing this scritching sound.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, scritching. So, yes. Cypher's scritching
So,
around
yes.
underneath the blanket.
You any
You can see-
warmer?
And a shirt falls down at her feet.
Cipher.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay, now, yeah, if you've got any sweaters, I think
her
we're
jeans
gonna
are down
need
around her ankles at the moment.
one, because apparently Cipher is taking off her clothes.
You can see where disconnect and the confusion comes in between two very, very similar characters. Anyway.
And Cipher struggles to answer the phone.
Alright. Now we gotta find her some clothes.
Oh, she struggled, but the phone hung up.
Okay.
God, God damn it.
She kicks her jeans out of the way. Damn jeans.
Terrence has gone upstairs to go get some sweaters, which, like, if he lent one to Cipher that she actually agreed to wear, would probably function as a dress anyway.
Good.
Oh, she's just sitting next to the vent, sipping on her coffee.
Yep. Wren's just drinking coffee too.
And Jake's pushing the book down so it floats back up. He pushes it down so it floats back up. So he pushes it down so it floats back up. He pushes it down so it floats back up. Spins it around.
What's he gonna do when the magic wears off?
Terrence comes back downstairs, and he's got a new sweater and some, like, dry jeans on, and he sees Jake doing this, and he's like, I thought, like, that's a delicate book. What are you doing?
I'm bored.
So you're gonna destroy the thing that's gonna make us all money?
Well, in fairness, it's not mine anyway.
I don't know about you, Jake, man. I kind of want to get paid. I got bills.
Bills.
What bills have you got, Terrence?
Cipher, you two rent a house together. You know you have to pay rent, right?
Oh, right.
You got a house with the carpet.
With carpet?
I mean, some rooms
Does the carpet pay rent?
have carpets.
Do you pay rent carpet?
What? Oh!
Terrence looks incredibly confused. What?
Cipher is not a carpet.
Looks like
Oh.
a carpet. Sounds like a carpet.
She's cold. How does she sound like?
Say something.
What
Just
does
like
a carpet
that.
sound like? Oh, interesting.
She's just cold.
Terrence tosses Cipher an oversized
Which just
black
lands on you
hoodie.
because you're wrapped up.
And covers her face.
Lambert thinks that's funny.
The inside of it, the inside, like, the lining is this crazy pastel, like, rainbow color situation,
Oh,
but the
that's
outside is
awesome.
black.
And this huge troll comes in, has to squeeze under the door, and he's wearing a really fine suit, and he's carrying a really big case in his hand. And he walks over. He totally dwarfs Jake, who's just looking up at him, and he puts the case on the table, opens it, it's empty. He looks at the book, picks it up, puts it in, closes it, hands Jake this really cool glass cred chit, and Jake says, nice doing business with you, and just tosses it over his shoulder in your general direction.
Terrence is gonna have to roll because his agility sucks. I'm gonna just roll straight agility.
Agility?
Yes.
Right now, Terry
He
looks
catches
normal. He catches it. Excellent.
Damn, that was a good roll.
What was your threat?
It was 2 purples and a green.
Yeah, but what was your
uh,
threat? You got
The threat. So he reaches out to catch it with both hands, kind of panicked and, like, clumsy, and he kind of juggles it a little bit before he catches it in both hands, just on the edge of his palms, kind of squished between them. And he's like, huh. Got it.
Nice.
It's not elegant at all, but he got it.
And the troll nods and leaves. Alright, people. Well done. I've got to go see a man about a horse.
Thanks. Okay. Is it a real horse?
No idea. I'll know when I get there.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Before you go, what was in it for you on this job?
Yeah?
Me? Nothing. This is a favour to Splinter over there.
What? Right. Huh.
Oh, well,
Thanks.
Like I said, we were busy. So he passed this one to you guys. Well done. Good job.
Thanks.
Terrence sits down at one of the tables and he kind of looks befuddled and he's like, life has been so hectic and terrible recently that I don't know how to react to success anymore.
Yeah, again, not nearly dying is unusual at this point. Cipher, have you put on clothes yet?
You look at Cipher and she's now wearing nothing but the hoodie.
So we got Terry, who looks normal, Cypher's in just a hoodie, and Wren's just still in completely drenched clothes.
Oh, right. Sorry, Wren. He hands over another sweater. It's like a navy blue one, and it's got sparkly silver pull threads for the hood.
Do you mind if I just put this on top of wet clothes?
I do not mind whatsoever.
Great, because I don't really think I am going with Cypher's method.
That is completely fair.
And Wren will put on a hoodie.
We should all get home soon. Terrence stares at the credit stick and he's like, we're gonna split this up somehow.
Yeah.
What is it, Cipher?
Nothing. I need to feed Pumpkin Killer.
Who? Who's Pumpkin Killer?
You don't have Pumpkin Killer yet.
Oh. Was that a...
It's not Christmas yet, Cipher.
You have the scraggly black one.
You've got Wren.
Oh, the one called Wren. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to get home and feed Wren.
Yep. Is Fenneman around?
He's just hanging around. He's been trying to absolutely pretend he's invisible, or pretending Jake's invisible, or trying to pretend that he's in a completely different reality.
Well, Jake's gone now, so...
It was working. Terrence didn't notice him until just now, and he's like, oh, geez.
He tends to push Lambert towards Jake. Lambert towards Jake.
Speaking of which, Lambert, what, does he not know how goblins are named?
No.
He did seem very confused.
Jake is a dizzying
and
intellect,
irritated.
But sometimes he's stupid.
Sometimes, huh?
Don't underestimate him, though.
Maybe one day he'll open a hotel.
Yeah, he was talking about that.
Not the
as I recall.
Monkey Hotel again.
How many times has he told you that story?
More times than Cypher's forgotten she doesn't own a particular cat yet.
So
once.
one?
too many times. Just the one. Alright. Well, I gotta get Cipher back home. Probably end up staying there. I don't want to drive around too much. Get the car in a enclosed space where nobody can see it. And we'll be back tomorrow.
Okay.
Terrence goes over to Lambert to say goodbye.
And he's both happy that you do and sorry that you're leaving.
And Terrence will then go over to the counter and see if he can't get one of the fairies to help him pilfer a plastic bag to put Cipher's discarded clothes in.
And they do. The fairy comes over and hands you a couple of bags. The big garbage bags.
The big garbage bags.
The fairy
All right,
motions.
thank you.
Big for a fairy or big for a...
The fairy looks at you, points at Cipher, and points inside the bag. With a wicked grin.
No.
Terrence chuckles
Fairy
and
looks
says
unhappy.
thank you.
It's not a bag of holding.
Terrence will rip a hole in the bottom of one of the bags and put it over Cypher's
And-
head really quickly. So that she
Aha.
wears it like a dress without any arms to put like her hands through.
And the fairies
again.
start laughing and
What
cheering.
the heck?
It's raining outside, Cipher. You're gonna get wet again.
I mean, it's not raining here, but
You get a
But
garbage
not
bag
raining
poncho.
outside.
it's not raining here.
And your
Seriously,
arms are
Terrence.
trapped. Let's go. And he starts like leading her out with his hand on her back.
But
Alright.
she's looking down in a bag and she's like, but me... my bag.
Bye.
Ren, can you grab that and help us bring it out to the car, please?
Oh, me? Yeah.
Thank you.
Ron will do that.
And Terrence will help guide Cipher armless
Help, I'm
into
being
the car.
repressed.
You're being
No, you're
repressed.
not. You're fine.
And he'll get the bag from Wren and say thank you as he's chuckling about this. And the bag with Cipher's clothes, which he also got, but I didn't describe because the whole bag over Cipher's head was too funny. And he'll drive off back to the
Bye.
house. Bye.
Small yelping sound from Cipher.
She's like looking at Ren with pleading eyes.
As the car pulls away.
Yep.
What's Ren supposed to do about it?
Ren's not coming with us.
Nope. She will go home.
Shadowrun, a slice of life adventure in a dystopian future, starring Becca as Terry the Mage, RavenInsane as Cipher the Hacker, Emily as Wren the Thief, and Ghost as the GM. The excellent Shadowrun is produced by Catalyst Game Labs. The Genesys rule set comes from Fantasy Flight Games, and many of the sounds and music comes from Sirenscape, which is an amazing tool for bringing more life to your game table. This has been a Crit Fail production.